Okay, we are live again. Another streaming series here. We're going to review what's happening in the markets and also how our positions are doing. Altogether, we are green. And probably I'm not going to close the positions right now, even though I'm bullish some of the things. But I'm going to explain the reasons here in this stream. Because we're probably going to enter some very volatile period in the next week, and we're going to see what will happen. So let me just check that we are live on every platform. I just clicked something strange on Twitch, I guess. So I'm going to check whether we're live there as well. Yeah, but it seems like it's fine. So we're live on Twitch, Kick, Twitter, as well as YouTube. And I'm just going to check that everything is working here. But it looks fine. So, yep. We're going to review the positions. I'm going to review the premise of the streams, and then I'm going to show you what's happening right now. And what will happen, might happen next. Of course, nothing here is financial advice. Crypto is risky. You can lose all your capital, especially if you're doing something that I'm doing, because I'm trying to play it risky in order to win a lot. We already did 3x basically, from starting from $1,000 to $3,000. So that's all on streams. I'm taking all the trades on stream. Nothing is outside of the streams. You can see everything because I'm always taking stop losses and take profits. So I have this bracket trading and it's pretty easy to see. Now we're going to see some of the price actions here. Yeah, so first of all, I'm going to close some of them. There is a very good reason for that, and that's namely Fed meeting next week. So Fed meetings this time, usually macro conditions doesn't mean much in crypto. Well, they started to matter a little bit more when it comes to Bitcoin, especially in the beginning of the year, maybe also past year. But right now they're pretty important because people are expecting the change of policy, meaning more money being printed, rate cuts, and generally speaking, this loosening of the conditions, which would give more capital to the market. On the other side, if that doesn't happen right now, there will be a massive sell-off because people were expecting that to a certain degree and it didn't happen. And maybe it's already priced in, because if you look at some of the betting markets like Kalshi or Poly market, then basically those, I think they're showing like something like 80%, 87% odds of the rate cut. So if 25 bips will happen, I think this shows it pretty well. If 25 bips will happen, then probably nothing will happen. If we get 50 bips or like 75 bips, then that's super bullish, I guess. And if nothing happens, then that's super bearish. But that's not everything that might happen. One of the things is that usually before such important meetings, people tend to risk off, meaning whales are just selling because no matter the result they can buy later, just looking at the meeting and then buying back. So usually the day before or like the night before the announcement of what will happen at the meeting, you actually have a huge sell-off. And this will happen next week. So today is 12th, that the meeting is on 18th. So we could do the trade also for the weekend. I could probably stay with some of the positions here. Maybe it's bullish momentum still, I don't know. However, it's a little bit on the riskier side here. So I don't want to lose the capital. I think we're pretty good. So that's why I'm closing everything. As a reminder of what we had ENA. So ENA actually went pretty nicely up and then for some reason it tended down. Even though I'm super bullish ENA still, so probably will rebuy it at some point. Maybe Monday, maybe Friday. Next Friday would be good also. So we're going to see. But for now, I think it's better to close it and just wait for what will happen with the Fed meeting. Of course, the volatility will be huge, but I think this will be huge also going into the next week. So maybe if I put some of the positions on Monday, that would be cool. So I'm thinking about closing that entirely or putting like super tight stop losses, because that's also possible. So things like, for example, Fartcoin did pretty well with the nice move up. So we might see some kind of a continuation here. If we were to hit it, I'm probably here, I would maybe cut ENA and try to do something with pop cut. Well, let me check what are the options here, how much we would get if, for example, I would, I'm going to first of all analyze those positions a little bit better and then see what we can do next. So 85 would be one of the, if we were to change it, maybe let's do it like that. Stop loss at 85. Still fine. I mean, we're giving a little bit of the profits away. Maybe let's try it with that's a little bit better. Let's see also what PopCat is doing. Yeah, PopCat has a pretty nice reversal here. Let me try to I'm just testing for now how much we would gain lose if I were to just, put the stop loss higher, because one of the premises of this trading sessions is that we're doing trailing stop loss to target steady growth. So maybe this wouldn't be so bad here if we were to, in the end, maybe we'll leave it for the weekend. So just looking at the numbers right now to see how much we would be giving away if we were to let it run. Let me also check ENA here. Let me Yeah, with ENA actual, as you can see, we did pretty good. I mean, we were opening that, we could have closed that like within probably the same day, more or less. I mean, 24 hours. But yeah, because we take profits and we did take profit much higher, we really missed that mark for ENA. So probably I'm going to keep the position maybe because I think this is a good spot. I mean, if we go much lower and we lose this kind of levels, then that's fine. But so far, I think, yeah, I'm probably going to stay with that. Let me also check Fartcoin, because we can definitely go. We can definitely go much higher before the, with the bullish momentum. So we're not that far away from like the good levels for Fartcoin or for other things. Let me just check what we can do here. Yeah, we can go with the. So yes, I think we can be a little bit more. We can be a little bit more greedy because we're positive on Fartcoin already, so we're not going to lose this position. So I take I put the take profit pretty high up. We went there just last month, so it's definitely feasible. 1.1 for Fartcoin, even though it was down only for like some time, as you can see. But Fartcoin is a great asset for like the risk on. So the premise here is that, where we can get closed before that. We're probably going to revisit the situation on Monday. That's when we're doing a lot of streams also. So as you remember, Mondays and Fridays are usually the days when I do the stream. So we might be reviewing some of them. For now, it's good. I mean, if it gets closed for the stop losses, then probably we just tank at the same level pretty much. Because Anna will lose us $300, Fartcoin will give us $300 more or less, and then Popcat is around $100. So taking into account that, you know, it's volatile and it's plus minus 5% from that. So yeah, it's probably around even, maybe a small profit here. So that's a good scenario. So right now we have we want to win big, so we can't really be closing this thing right now. Of course, anything can happen. We can be good directionally. So for example, what might happen, and that's why I'm like a little bit I was a little bit reluctant in the beginning to keep the positions, is that even though we might be going up next week and the week after that, and even though I'm bullish, then in the meantime, because of this de-risking and because of the Fed meeting, we might be super volatile, which means that our stop losses will be hit, and then there will be a reversal and everything will go up. But right now we have the pretty comfortable situation. We'll just be giving away some of the profits and not really, you know, like not really. So just giving a little bit of the wins and not really giving away the capital. So we'll still have something like $2,700, which is fine in case we're not making. In the case of the winning, though, it can be a really, really nice situation. As you could see, that would put us closer to the $10,000 goal here, which is what we're striving to do here. So yeah, so I think I'm good here, and I'm going to leave those positions. Still ongoing. I'm going to leave those positions. Do not add anything new. Just let it run. Still running. And now Fartcoin. Popcat. So that even if we lose, we're still like in profit. So that's a good scenario. So we should be like ending around this level, of course, or maybe still around break even maybe. Because of course there will be funding. So this is something that you should always remember. And we already paid like, as you can see, around $50 in funding right now. So this is pretty substantial over time, and you have to, especially if you keep positions open for like days or weeks, then this is something that you really care about, because this funding really goes to like 11% annualized. So, you know, like it really eats into your positions, and in the periods which are super volatile and there's a lot of longing or shorting, this can go much higher, which also means that you're going to pay more, so you're going to give out a lot of your profits. So you have to keep that in mind. So that's why sometimes it's better to close the thing if we are in like a chop period, and then reopen that later on. So yeah, this is probably it. I'm going to have a look at what's happening, but I'm not going probably to open anything new, because I don't think like we're in a good spot. I mean, altogether I think like we can really ride those positions. If we're lucky, if we're not, then we're still in profit, and then we can take new positions after the Fed meeting. We'll be knowing more about what's happening in the market. So I think this is pretty cool already. Let me know if it does any questions right now. I'm going to otherwise probably finish soon. This is the portfolio that we had. $77,000 volume for the past 14 days, $2,000 in profit P&L. Volume you can see altogether is $800,000. Max drawdowns almost 60%. So it goes up and down, but this is pretty normal, especially if you look at some of the bigger whales. So guys like the white whale or a couple of other guys, they have like, you know, those P&L swings that are pretty crazy, as you can see here. going up and down, massively up and then massively down. But this is like, if you're a whale that's holding a lot of positions, this is how you win big. So he's holding actually quite a lot of different stuff. So yeah, and if you look at some other people that are doing very well, so I'm usually looking at those money printers with like $1 million P&L, then you can see what they're doing. And a lot of them are actually bullish, especially Sol, Pump, Hype, Ethereum, with a little bit bearish on SWI and XRP, and then indecisive for a bunch of other assets. So it's always cool to have a look at what they're doing. And especially that you can, you can have better ideas what they're trying to do. This particular one is basically holding 15 positions and longing everything. But he's been holding those positions for quite some time already. You can see from Ethereum that he's been holding that from $3,600. Already paid massively in funding. Same for Solana, 168. So those are pretty big positions altogether, and you can see that he went up with the market, and his total P&L is close to $50 million, which is pretty amazing. But he's basically holding, those couple of those longs for some time already. So that's pretty interesting. Yep, so nothing else. I think there are a lot of bullish news, but a lot depends on Fed meeting. So until then, we're probably going to wait, or maybe put some positions with super tight stop losses. This is what we're going to do. As you can see here, yeah, I think we're in a good spot, especially with some of the positions here. It seems like we might get stopped on Etina. That's fine. Fartcoin is running, Popcat is running, so far so good. Yeah, this is going to be a pretty short stream because we're basically just looking at the markets. I might do another stream like in a couple of minutes about opening some Vibes TCG booster. I have some new cards, so it'd be fun to talk markets and open the new pack, because I think that would be cool as well. So we might be see each other in a couple of minutes, but so far this is it for the trading for the streaming series of trading. I think we're cool here. The account is growing. I think it is the ideal goal. Of course, nothing here is financial advice. Crypto is risky. You can lose all your capital. So take care and do research before you jump into any of your positions here. And also remember, there'll be a Fed meeting, so the market will be super volatile. If you're trying to do leverage, especially high leverage, then you should be super careful. And especially with what we're doing, we're trying to do the maximum leverage always, because risk a lot, win big. That's the scenario that we're going after. But also that means that you can lose quite a lot very quickly. So you have to be super careful. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel.